nature, our mind, our thoughts, our expression, our delivery, our talks, our planning. At least we can make it better. Why to run to psychologist, psychiatrist? You will agree with me? Psychologists, psychiatrists, teachers, guides, mentors and counselors are finding it difficult to set and reset their courses and the methods of handling their subjects and patients. Are you with me? Just recently, after all this, I also contracted COVID. But with God's kindness, I'm living, I'm saved. Yes, I have superannuated. I do a lot of thinking. I talk to people, I meet people, I read, I watch videos. Just recently I was talking to a psychologist who happens to be a very long old friend of mine on this subject. After very long discussions and deliberations, I arrived at the following, which I feel should be shared with everyone for the direct benefits. See, we are human beings. We have been blessed by the Mother Nature, by the Almighty God, with 5 full senses, with 5 fully controlled and placed elements. If we talk on that, that's a very long subject. We'll talk on it sometime else. But let's come back to the point. To think about anything, to plan for anything, to write for anything, to assume for anything, we need to have different kind of quotients, mental quotients. We put them into 4 basic categories, starting with intelligence quotient, much talked about all time. Emotional quotient recently came into picture after people became more aware of media, education, academics, and people became more social, particularly women. In earlier, ancient or past times, women were not so social in our society. Social quotient, number 3. Then comes adversity quotient, about which nobody talks, nobody thinks about it. And this is where we falter. This is where we lose everything. May it be family, may it be property, may it be peace of mind, may it be anything, may it be respect. Let us start with number 1, intelligence quotient. You know what is intelligence quotient? Intelligence quotient is the measure of your level of comprehension. It's the measure of the level of your comprehension. You need IQ, you need intelligence quotient to memorize things, to recall lessons, to solve various mathematical problems. When you generalize, when you are put to academics, in school, college and institution, you are subjected to few things. If you put it on fingers, read, write, memorize, solve, present. This can be handled only with intelligence quotient. White matter, grey matter, patience, understanding, grasping, expressing and delivering it. Then comes the emotional quotient. We call it EQ. Yes, my friends, EQ. This is the measure of ability to maintain, to be humble, genuine and considerate, to become a good social being, to become a good family member, to become a good friend. Always to be on time to your commitments. Always to be honest, to behave responsible, to keep peace with others, to respect the people, always respect the boundaries. This, all the things are controlled by emotional quotient. Means when you are subjected to a situation to handle men or any living being, may it be your dog, may it be your cow, may it be your any other pet animal, you need to have an emotional quotient in place. Otherwise, you will never be able to go with them. Then comes social quotient.